Let's ride. In this episode of the Southwestern Safari.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. I know it says 15 miles an hour, but that's for weenies.
Before heading out on the day's ride, I needed to tank up, both myself and the bike.
This may take all day.
We've ridden just over 2,200 miles so far in this 2-week adventure, with about 1,350 miles left to go. Today, we ride through Tucson and head north through Winkleman and Superior. Then at the outskirts of Phoenix, we turn east through the incredible ride to Tortilla Flat, before turning west back to Phoenix for the evening. I failed to plug in the microphone properly, so narrator Kurt will be filling in for a few minutes. While making my way through Tucson, I slotted in behind a rider on an R12 GS. I never got the chance to say hi, but I would ride behind him for over an hour before we finally parted ways in Winkleman. I turned onto Arizona 177 and headed through Winkleman towards Kearney, where I figured I'd stop for lunch. Kearney looked rather small, and I was going to just blow through to the next town, but Garmina told me that was quite a ways away, so I changed my mind and decided to U-turn and see what I could find in town. Could I have picked a worse spot to do a U-turn? Fortunately, Officer Speed Trap wasn't interested in me today. Phew. I cruised through town, but there was nothing I was interested in, so I bailed on that and continued on past Officer Speed Trap. Right after I passed him, I gave the head tap to some oncoming riders to give them a heads up, because that's what riders do. These riders didn't look to be in trouble, so I gave them a thumbs up and continued towards Superior. You sure do see a lot of motorcycles during April in Arizona. Arriving in Superior, I thought I'd stop for a sandwich and some coffee, so I pulled in behind this Can-Am Spyder. The coffee shop was somewhat small, but it was a nice place to relax for a few. As I was gearing up to continue the ride, this beauty was pulling out. Check that out. Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Listen to that V8. Sweet. That barbecue place had a heck of a line. I was wondering if I should have gone there. Heading out of town, I did a water crossing. That was unexpected.
We're out here on Highway 60 West. I believe this is a scenic byway. About an hour east of Phoenix. Instead of beelining it straight to Phoenix, however, we're going to reach a point near the eastern outskirts where we're going to go the opposite way, up into the hills. Check out Tortilla Flat. Not the district of Monterey, but the Arizona version. Tortilla Flat, where I'm guessing their tortillas are flat, like most tortillas. Leaving Tonto National Forest, but where is Kimosabe, the Lone Ranger? kind of feel like the Lone Ranger myself, out here alone, riding solo through the high desert of Arizona, spreading goodwill and cheer wherever I can on this very enjoyable southwestern safari. And even more enjoyable since there hasn't been much wind today. Wow, that one's right by the road. Was it like sticking a thumb out, trying to hitch a ride? Howdy. Nice little road glide there. I love that blue. That is a gorgeous blue. And we are in the town of Gold Canyon. Urgent care. Hopefully nobody needs that. It says there's a Shell. Gas stations are like hotels. You know, they keep changing their names so often. My God, there's like a biker convention here. Nice to get a little airflow into this jacket and stuff. Got to kind of stand up to make that happen. You could have pulled up next to me. It's like a nice orange gold wing. Well, hello, cacti guardians of the center divider. Sorry for all the power lines getting in the way of the view here. How much I can do. That's a nice little rock formation there. Too much traffic on this road to really have much fun. Come on, don't make me shift into first. I know it says 15 miles an hour, but that's for weenies. This weird cactus right by the lake. Say, is this gonna make my tires wander? Teeny bit, not much. At last, I'm free!
No longer impaired by wider four-wheeled vehicles, I've really enjoyed slaloming through the turns. It's a really nice ride. If you're ever in the area, the ride up to Tortilla Flat is a must-do.
Bikes pulled over. Where did the riders go? Do not enter when flooded. Yeah, it looked like the road might have gone that way, and it looks like dirt there. Because I know the road turns to dirt at some point, I think. That's a nice little creek. Yeah. And then it gets closed. So, you know, I'll go as far as the pavement goes. I'd go farther if these tires didn't suck. This is a really nice ride. Definitely not recommended on a Sunday. 2 people pulled over for me like that? Awesome. Ah, yeah. Sweet. Yeah. Do not enter when flooded. Which it is not, but there's a little bit of water there, which may be algae. My boot got splashed. There's more water there than I thought. This road kicks ass. And beautiful desert scenery. Couple of sport bikers. Kind of like this spot. I'm out here at the end of the pavement, just past Tortilla Flat, outside of Apache Junction, Arizona. On a lovely Sunday, light breeze, sunny. A whole bunch of motorcyclists just pulled up too. Really nice ride out here.
That looks like that's right loose. Look.
Uh-oh. You're gonna be dropping into first gear on a turn and then you flop. Ting, 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 behind you.
Drop the floorboard, right? Yeah.
He was able to secure the gear lever well enough for the ride home.
Oh, scraping parts.
I thought only saguaro cacti were allowed here. As the crowd began to thin, I chatted with Joe, a recent resident of Arizona. Nice guy. Hey, if you see this, Joe, it was nice to meet you. And say hello in the comments.
This was great. Well worth the trip. Great. Get the gloves on, keys buried in the pants pocket. Classic. Not the first time I've done that here on the channel. Probably won't be the last. Definitely not going over that. Let's ride this all one more time. Don't want to go into this one hot. Be a long drop. What nice desert flowers alongside the road. Not that it's the first time I've seen these today. Even on this road, for that matter. Other roads. These are all stuff I've seen throughout the day. Wow, this is a heck of a view. It's a heck of a set of turns. Yeah. Whee. you could see the smile on my face right now. Okay, I gotta slow her down. People are gonna be crossing the road and stuff. Got the country store, Superstition Saloon, post office, mercantile, RC cola machine. Oh, man, I grew up on those. This is the same guy I got stuck behind on the way up. Yep. I recognize his shirt and his do. And the color of the bike. He's out for a nice cruise. It's okay. Oh, great. Stuck behind a boat. Yay! Oh, okay, I see somebody waiting at the far end there. We got lucky. Nice tiny little car, too. This guy's about to say, this guy's keeping up good pace. So he cuts entirely into the other lane. You could see.
I arrived in Mesa on the east side of Phoenix and stopped for some bike supplies. I had dinner at a Vietnamese place next to my hotel. The place was empty, but the food was good, although they messed up my bill, which they corrected once I pointed it out. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll know when the latest videos are released. In episode 10 of the Southwestern Safari, the scenic rides of Prescott, Jerome, and Sedona. Next time on Ride On.